Hi everybody. I'm in Pullman, Washington. I've been here for 2 days. I left my training in Lewiston, Idaho yesterday. I checked out at right before checkout time, as always. And I started driving, filled my tank, and I got 22 miles out of Moscow, Idaho, which I'm not sure how far away that is from Lewiston. It's not far. And I there was a rest area, and I pulled over because I was already crying. I couldn't drive, and I sat at the rest area for maybe 4 or 5 hours. I don't know. I didn't realize I was there that long. I just sat there. I'm lost, and Mel just it broke my heart, and I feel like it felt like the last vestige of any sort of normal life I was ever going to have, and I know that's not true, but I don't feel that way. I don't know where to go or what to do. I feel like I should go back to Bismarck, but I don't know what to do there either. I feel like I can't. I don't feel like anything. I haven't had hope for such a long time. I haven't felt joy for over a year and a half. I've had moments of glimpses, I mean, like with my dog, but I've been sick, and I've been scared, and I have been close to homeless and felt homeless for so long. And I don't know what to do. I'm making myself make this because I don't talk to people. Something in me broke when I lost Mel. I thought I'd already broken. I need to go back to Helena at least to get my stuff. I have a job, but I don't. I just want my life back, but I want Mel back, and I want Marv back, and I want them all back. And I need help, and I don't know where to go or what to do, and I have somewhere to stay outside of the room for rent. It's an acquaintance, but I don't know if I should keep trying to make it work somewhere else. I don't feel like making it work anywhere. So, I'm in a parking lot. I'm just in my car. My stomach is all fucked up again because it's been like this for 3 years, right? I'm just rambling now. I'm gonna make myself post this. Everything's just seemed so surreal for a long time, and trigger warning now, if you don't want to hear about Mel, then stop. It's not terrible, but it's not fun. I got Idaho Monday night. It was a 6.5 hour drive of an evening, and he seemed fine. We went for a walk. And then he was kind of just, he wanted to stay in the bathroom because he likes tile, and I let him. I mean, because he can never get up on the bed anyway, but I took my I was so nervous about starting. I took trazodone, and I overslept. I was late for work, my first day of my training, all the way there, and you're late. And I didn't hear the phone going off. My phone was actually dead because it wasn't hooked up to the charger like I thought it was. My boss was calling me, and they were calling the hotel, and finally the hotel woke me up with a wake-up call. And I've been there before where I've overslept, and it always feels like the end of the world. And my phone was dead. I couldn't call. I mean, by the time I got going, and I was freaking out, like I'm gonna have to quit. They're gonna fire me. And Mel was in the bathroom, and I know, like, the door when he couldn't get out, and he was laying, and he had peed himself. And I took him out. I thought, oh, he's just been there too long. He's never done that, except when he was really sick. When he was diabetic, when I first got diagnosed, but I was like, I'm gonna lose my job. I took him outside really quick, and I fed him. And I didn't make sure he ate, so I didn't give his insulin because I couldn't if he didn't eat, because he didn't want to eat right away. But I just went. I was like, I'm gonna lose my job, the wonderful lady who trained me, she had to leave at 3, or she had a meeting at 1. She said, go back, take a lunch, and I did, and I stopped, and I got stuff to clean the bathroom floor, and dry shampoo for him, and a brush, and treats, and like everything, and he was just still really lethargic, and just, I thought it was because he was mad at me, and I should have taken him to the vet right then, but I was so worried about work, you know. I had missed an hour of work the week before. I should have taken him to the vet earlier. By the way, I took him to the vet and he was okay. Like, they tested everything physically and said he was fine. And I thought, I'm making my dog sick because I'm not well. And anyway, I went back to work, and then that night he just wasn't himself. But we watched TV, and I thought he was just mad at me, and because of the week before where he hadn't been eating that well, and he'd had diarrhea, but then nothing was wrong. It was just me. I thought, I just need to just be better and like watch TV and just go with him, and he'll feel better, because it's me. So I didn't take the vet, and then later that night at like 11, I took him out for a walk, and he could barely walk. He still wouldn't eat. He wouldn't eat. And I thought, I'm taking him for a drive. Or maybe it was 10 o'clock. It was before 10, because I'm gonna take him for a drive because he loves that, and I'll go to McDonald's and get burger patties because he's diabetic, but he can have the burger patty. Maybe he'll eat that if he'll eat anything, right? He'll eat like human food, and he wouldn't touch them. He didn't want it. And when we got back, he was wobbling. He could barely walk. And I went, and I knew I had to get to the vet, but I didn't have that much money, and then my care credit was low, and I was in a weird place, and I thought and I should have been, and I shouldn't have adopted him, maybe. And anyway, I stayed up with him all day, and I was there with him in the bathroom most of the time, but then at one point I couldn't all the time, you know. He just wanted to lay on the bathroom floor, and he didn't want to move, and he wouldn't eat still, and I to the bathroom, and I heard like the toilet still running, and I went back in, and there was like an inch or 2 inches of water on the floor, and he wasn't like moving. He wasn't trying to get out of it. It was the hotel didn't have anyone to help me get him out because he couldn't walk, and I had some strange man offer to help me. It was, and that's it. I don't need to keep talking about it. But I have so much shame attached to my other pets. Like if I had done something, or Dulcie getting out, or Parker being in the dryer, and I don't know how to keep going. I haven't for a long time, but Mel kept me grounded. He was my steady. He was my buddy. I had to take care of him. And I'm really worried because I don't have him to stay around for. I just drove to the other town across the way in Idaho to bring back stuff from Ross. I bought like a bottom sheet for my new bed where I rent because it's a full, and I was using Queen, whatever, and it kept slipping off. But I brought it back because I need the money to get back, because I don't have this. I mean, people gave me money, and I used to pay things ahead that were late, and that. But I mean, it doesn't matter if I have it, but I don't have it. And I just didn't need the stuff. I can use the queen size sheets, you know. And on the way back, it just felt like what if I got in an accident? I feel like I'm not suicidal, but then I feel like I don't want to live. Like I'm too chicken to do anything, but I just don't have any hope, and I need someone. I just need to start talking to people, and that's probably why I need to come back to Bismarck, because I won't do it on my own. I don't know what to do. This is not what you. I can't post this to Facebook, but I'll post it. I'm gonna do YouTuber. And like by the time you see this, you'll know where it is, right? Okay.